to send. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Clemson's offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because...
Turning it on! He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Turner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's loose. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a seam wide open. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. Oh, they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ball of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. The throw. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly complete. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Throwing right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Spin, still running. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Going right to work up top. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plows through the defense. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this. It's a running room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The Tigers get enough for the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball trying to float it in. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Clemson is quick to the line. Pushes for the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
2nd down, he'll throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. That gets them back to within 10. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They punt it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in the second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown, Duke. The does the work itself with a pick six.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Can't connect on his first throw.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Got the quick completion. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 4 wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill.
Turning on the Jets. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Moulton. Quick step and go. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Moulton. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. They want that clock to run. Fights off a defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. pulls it and fires to the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. First down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. He'll keep it himself. Oh, a lot of space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to...
Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Clemson's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play. Fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in it. Hauls it in the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clemson set up with another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab.
Pass on 3rd down. Caught by the receiver.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Rushes on him. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him. Sometimes you play zone. Mix it up. Give different looks because he's a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to throw again. Got it behind the line. It's Hill. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFadden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. At the 35, he's open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a crease. It's Moulton. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Clemson. Mason. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 12.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Cook.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Inside the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Hard running there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down and second and 7. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Green. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Syracuse lines up on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab over the middle. At the 45 on his way. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Moulton. Makes a man miss. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target over the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Sets up the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Hill. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the block.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Clemson set up with another first down. There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the left. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Quick strike complete. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And he's just going to spike it. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go bars. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to pick up a first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching an spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So South Carolina's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Clemson just put a beat down on the Gamecocks the last time these two met.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. And Clemson's talent being far superior, dominated, cocky. They got to have an answer this time, Jesse. They were embarrassed a year ago.
South Carolina just has to start faster. You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all of their athletes if you're sleepwalking out of the tunnel.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. They'll toss it to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking him 5 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, going up top. Hauls it in. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Gonna let it fly, and the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
On fourth down, going to the air. Bringing the heat. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Moulton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos, a silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Moving away from pressure, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Ooh, goodness gracious. I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both. Maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on fourth down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
Not on your own 20.
Fair enough. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable.
He's loose. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Immediately fires to the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The run from the shotgun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets him down to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. A little screen to the running back. It's a seam wide open. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23s. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They go to the ground. Lots of running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense.
Looking for a huge play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off the play fake. Dances away. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Moulton. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. The Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him. And everybody on this... is looking to.
Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, the good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Moulton. And he was greeted by a host of... and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And they'll knock him down.
And those are tough to swallow because offense, you're always trying to stay ahead of the sticks. Now you get in a goal line situation, you want to try to get north and south as much as possible, and then you start dancing and going backwards. And now, man, that guaranteed 3 points or 6 points you were looking to try to get, now it could have been a worse situation to be able to accomplish.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Here's the pressure. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. From the gun. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. Quarterback on the keeper. Ernie on the Jets.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Lowers those pads. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David.
And he's got it! Touchdown, NC State!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
There he goes! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. And sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get the corner. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Clemson! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires into traffic, picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. It's Jones. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Jones. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab down the middle. It's loose. And he was able to get back on top. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That's caught. It's Jones. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring them to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. the offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. Wide open spaces. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the single back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need
fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They want to run it left here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 30. Great move. Now he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Clemson set up with another first down. The lone back's got it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Makes the catch. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Using the quick game. Smashes through the tackle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Wolfpack line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Works the middle of the field. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. NC State going up tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his target down the middle. Jumped on top of the pile. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be...
You got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They're going back to the ground. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
On the ground, it's Braswell. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Makes the catch. It's Jones. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. NC State quick to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter. Critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage? Or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he's out of bounds. 16 seconds left to get something done. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. That'll make it a 46-yard field goal attempt for the lead. The waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense will get first crack at it here. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He's got it. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Wants to throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Not nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's loose. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. Steps away to find some room. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the move, it's Fenwick. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for just a second about South Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, Dave? Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you
lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jaguars are in the hurry-up.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Graham. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Braswell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really...
Lots of running room. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and then at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing. pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
He wants to go deep. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And the Jaguars moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
It's never a doubt. He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gonna run it. It's Rockwell. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Jaguars will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Gets rid of it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Rush is on him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. draw. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. The give to the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the left side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the Toodles. They extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Graham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Graham. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Complete out of the backfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, South Alabama! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball... And he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make